Is it really? Why are those everywhere? I get it. Yeah, I didn't know who it was or not.
I don't want to break the rules.
Heck no. Do I need to cover my Casio watch too?
I think you're good.
Calculator, baby. Old school. Yeah, oh yeah. What's up, guys? Good.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Mercilessly a foul. Just your thoughts on how he's played. I mean, obviously, he's a second-year player and that kind of thing.
Yeah, with the snaps that he had, we're rotating a lot of guys. He did awesome. I mean, he started out the game with that big tackle. He beat his one-on-one and made a tackle on the 21. That's how we want to start games. He plays the right way. He played physical on every, return unit that he was on. He was really good on punt return, and he just plays the right way. He's he can run, he has good instincts, and he's violent. So he played well. It's been fun. He's been doing good this whole camp.
Todd Archer with ESPN. The Schoonmaker penalty was just the communication issue on the line, and is that hard in the preseason when there's 90 guys, I guess, or whatever?
I mean, it can be, it shouldn't be, but yeah, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. It's the big goal, 11 on the field. In preseason, you got a lot of moving parts. It was good that, we were able to still make the kick, and it was cool procedural from where we were, that we might have been able to go fast, but where it was at, it was okay to take 5 yards. We still made the kick. They had a good operation. It didn't mess with Brandon. So, yeah, we just got to make sure that we're communicating right and we're all on the same page.
And how does a guy like C.J. Goodwin last as long as he's lasted?
Because he's a pro, and he's really good at what he does. He takes care of his body. He's a really good leader, but he still produces. And you got to produce in the league to keep playing in the league, and he's consistently done that. He competes every day. He cares a lot, and he does right. He keeps producing.
There's been plays out here and then on Saturday that stood out about Holden on offense. What you thought of him as a special team?
He's working through it. I think, I say it a lot with these young guys, the guys in college, it's either they haven't done it for a few years or it's just completely new because the rules are totally different. They're not lining up kickoff 5 yards apart, and the punt team is totally different. I mean, it's like six gunners running down the field when you watch it. It's just it's tough to evaluate guys. You got to watch special teams play. I think I look at it to see their want to, even if it's as a freshman or a sophomore. It's cool when they do it their junior and senior year to see him in space and making plays. And there's some projection on positions of where you'd put him. But with him, again, it's just trying to put him in the right spot to where he can be successful. And he has the body. You see the playmaking ability. He's a competitive guy. So I just keep working with him. He keeps doing, as much extra as he can. Before practice, after practice, he cares. He's still just got to keep getting better so he can, whether it's covering and tackling or getting his blocks on the return game.
Do you have any examples in your coaching career of a player that maybe didn't do it in college and then they grasped you in the pros and they're actually pretty good at it?
A ton of them. I mean, there's a ton. You might have done it early. Like I said, it's very few guys that do it late in your career. I mean, a bunch, probably most of the league. To get in the league, you were probably a good player at your college, and there's very few that still have you do it when you're, an older player. I know at Virginia Tech, Coach Beamer, you'd still have guys that you're, older. You understood the importance of it, but a lot of programs don't do that. Some do. You do see it with some programs, but I think the league is full of guys like that. So I think you find those clips first when you're watching them in college, and that's fun to see them doing teams. But I always like to buzz any point of attack stuff, whether it's a defensive player, offensive player, you want to see him block. And then, all right, let's see how tough this guy is and where can we project to see him doing it. And if you have the tape from the special teams play, then it matches up. It's good.
Joe Hoyt, Dallas Morning News, very inside baseball question, but do you have an emergency long snapper?
We're working through a few guys. We're going to get more of that as we get going, but we've got a couple guys that we're working.
And then being a defensive coordinator, moving to special teams coordinator, obviously there was a lot of variables when you were in D.C. about whether you trust this guy in this situation or all that. Now when you have Brandon Aubrey out there, just how nice is it to be able to trust that?
It's really all three of them. It's awesome. I mean, I trust all three of them. They're really good together. They're very situationally smart. We even talked about some of the stuff that happened with, having to take that delay a game. They're always ahead. They're very professional. And I've said before, they're just competitive guys in everything that they do. And they're pros. And they're really good at it. So it's really cool working with these guys.
Jalen Brooks as a special team, what do you like about him?
I mean, he's a guy that cares deeply about it. He's done a lot of it. I mean, he was even on field goal block last year. He's in tune. He competes. he knows his role from what he was asked in the past. So he's understanding the humility behind like how it works together. And he just understands how, how you cover kicks, how you work as a jammer on the outside against a gunner, how to play gunner. So, I mean, he's done a really good job. There's a lot of competition in that receiver room because I've liked what a lot of the guys have done. Low and Mingo and Crop and JT. I mean, it's a competitive group that they all really care about special teams too, and they've been working.
Have you had a chance to see the Camp Little 70-yard field goal, and if so,
yeah,
did Aubrey discuss it at all?
Yeah, a bunch of people were talking about it. Yeah, it was unbelievable. What a kick.
Here from CBS Sports, Nick, when you're evaluating line coverage and doing some of that stuff in the preseason, kind of what are you looking for to see if you mentioned guys from position special teams stand out in that route?
Well, first the protection. First their alignment, their assignment, how they protect, how fast you get out and get out the right way, not too soon, not too late. Can you get off a block and then getting out to your assignment, being able to play off your teammates because there's some variables down the field where you may be based on who got held up where. And then just how they move in space. You see it more with defensive guys because they do have space, but this is a lot of space. It's not like a linebacker 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. That stuff translates more in the kickoff, but in punt, you really got to make some decisions downfield. Like that one punt where, T. Wheat made that tackle. That was unbelievable. I mean, that's a big D end that had great eyes for protection. He went through his progressions the right way, and then he's running 50 yards down the field and made that tackle. That was impressive. And then Damone's right there with him. It was cool.
We always hear about pushing the end of the roster and the puzzle it is and all the special teams plays. Are you keeping track of certain position groups or position coaches talking to you about, hey, how's a guy doing on special teams as you're starting to think about like the last guy in?
Absolutely.
How's that work?
Yeah, staff meetings. I talk to the positions. They're always checking with me. The cool thing is it starts from the top with how important special teams is with ownership. Our head coach talks about it all the time, so we stay connected. It comes up in every single one of our staff meetings that we are talking about the players and personnel. I always have, my turn to talk about the guys or the group and how they're doing. Every coach. They've been really good about it. They all come up to me and say, hey, what else do I need to talk to my guys about specifically? So, yeah, it's really connected. We stay communicating, top to bottom.
Anybody else? Ben? Okay.
Along those lines, Dave Laufenberg, Cowboys Radio, 105.3, The Fan. Along those lines, communicating with the coaches, I always feel like the special teams coach has the most difficult job in the preseason because you got guys up and then all of a sudden, like, film off of. It's like, okay, he's going to play a lot of running, take him off here. How difficult are all those moving parts for you with, finding out a guy's going to play more than you thought he was, so you got to take him off and get the guy in?
Yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. You got to stay on your toes, knees bent, ready to go because, we had those injuries late and you just got to adjust it and you got to move guys around. Been talking about having position flexibility with these guys and then you get to see them. Hey, I need a L3. Someone's ready to go. They jump in the game, especially this last game with the running backs being thin. I'd like to, in the next couple games, be able to evaluate these guys more and get more reps for Malik and Phil and Blue and see what they can do. You've seen some of it in college, but like I said, you want to see it here in this scenario with all the space and the different spots.
Very good. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.